Give you a update on the conservatory and the plants that I have in the conservatory. I'm sure a couple of you have seen the older videos where I try to propagate some of these bad boys. But let's have a look at what we have today. Alright, so I've got some moss over here that I'm also trying to grow, reanimate, nice and damp. This one's already growing, as you can see. So what you could do is you can take any sphagnum moss and you just keep it nice and moist and it actually starts growing. It's the perfect substrate for orchids. It creates like a nice, I wouldn't say symbiotic relationship with an orchid, but orchids do prefer if the moss that they're growing in is alive. So yeah, looks pretty good. Here's another one actually. Maybe it's a little bit easier for you to see. You can see that nice green moss growing there. A little bit dry. I think I might need to water this one. Here we've got a little miniature orchid that's native to South Africa. I'm going to put the name in the bottom of the screen now, so that you know what that is. Here is a green slipper orchid. This has been struggling a little bit. I think I watered it too much and it's gotten a bit damp. So what I've done is I've taken it out of its pot and I've put it in some sphagnum moss. Let's see if it recovers. Not too sure. This is a dragon jade, one of my favorite little plants, and I've got it in the conservatory now, which is the best environment for it. It loves humidity. Most of these plants are from places like Indonesia and Thailand. Well, Thailand's in Indonesia, but so you know, the African climate in winter especially is not great for these plants, but that's one of the reasons why I built this conservatory, to keep the humidity nice and high. So this is a humidity readings dropping a bit now, but I'll show you the before. I'll show you the humidity reading outside of the conservatory and what it is inside the conservatory. Here is a million hearts in the shape of a heart. I'll put the Latin names of all the plants in the video on the bottom. This is a Hoya compacta, Hindu rope. Also love it, it's growing quite nicely. This is also propagation. Hopefully it gets nice and healthy and long. So yeah, it's one of my favorite plants. This is a string of bananas. Not sure if that's really true. No, this is not a string of bananas, this is a string of pearls. Anyway, I'll get clarification in the description. Here is one of the propagations I did a few months back. You can see it's growing quite nicely. It's got some roots going down, little anchor roots. Just using a substrate here of those leca balls and some wood bark. It doesn't have to be, well, it actually doesn't like soil. It likes quite a chunky substrate. This is called a Discidia watermelon. Over here we've got a, oh, I just noticed this now. It's got a little, oh, what is that? That's pretty cool. It's a little flower. I think it's a flower. I'll clarify in the video. Here's a Hoya Wayeti, also a very cool plant. It's growing a new leaf over there. Hopefully this is all in focus. We'll also have to see. This is a Sigulatus, also growing slowly but surely. Here's a new leaf. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Over here we've got the Discidia long trailing leaves. So I can't really fit it inside the conservatory, but I'm going to make a plan with that to get it in here. This is a Philodendron calistophylla. Not doing very well. Winter was not kind to this plant, but you know, we'll get there. And yeah, that's an update for now, guys. I'll show you how these little guys grow. Let me actually take this humidity reader out of here so you can see the humidity outside, and then I'll put it back in and I'll show you the humidity inside. Cool. Humidity outside the conservatory and humidity inside. Let's wait a few minutes, shall we? Alright guys, this is the humidity level inside of the conservatory, 76%. So that's more than 100% improvement than if they were just sitting outside. So that is exactly what I was looking for, especially in our winter months when it's a lot drier. So yeah, works fantastically well. And yeah, I'll give you an update on how these plants react in this humid environment, and yeah, hopefully this also gives you guys some ideas on what to make or how to look after these tropical plants. Okie dokie, cheerio.